There we go. I forgot to lose that thing.
Do 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 do.
Whoa, that was like a hard like. I think I'm getting Caroline's sickness.
Oh, wonderful. Here's to getting it out. Oh,
Still
episode
bugged.
82. Yes.
Still bugged.
No, we're venting and having a therapy session before the podcast.
You know what was nice? It was me this time and not you.
Like,
see, it's fine.
do you feel better?
No, still pissed.
I mean, you still need to get more out.
Well, I probably should just cry about it, but I'm on my period too. Yeah, and I fucking started my period on Saturday. Like, what is that?
I think I'm about to start mine too because I've been real crampy and, you know, I thought it was due to sobriety that I've been so emotional, but I think that's on also, you know, layering.
That's where
It's like a nice, like, nacho dip. Like, it's just layered with emotion.
I'm like, shit, like, I'm just in a rage state.
And when I'm like, you know, if you're feeling some type of way, try and get to the core and figure out why. Well, sometimes it really is everything all at once. So, you know. All that being said.
And then on the way here, I was like, I called Chase. And my mom answered. And she goes, oh, it says the love of my life. And I was just trying to figure out. And I was talking to Chase. I'm like, oh, who the love of your life is? I sure hope it's Sarah. And I was like, who?
Why would your mother answer your husband's phone?
I think because he was doing dishes or whatever. He probably
That's still weird.
Like, I know. And I was like, who? And she's like,
who else would it be, Ma? Like, that's not a funny joke.
Well, Chase was trying to be funny because he's like, oh, it's not Sarah. And then she's like, I was just thinking to be a catch on. And I was like, I'm too freaking irritated for that shit right now.
Like, yeah, just shut it.
And I was like, let me talk to Chase. And she's like, okay. And he's like, hey, babe. And I'm like, am I on speaker? And he's like, yeah. I'm like, take me off speaker. So I was talking to my mom about this issue. And she's like, well, we already had her scheduled that Grammy can watch her, or we can figure something out. I'm like, Mom, I already had a freaking babysitter for Caroline. I just did not want to work tomorrow, right? And she goes, well, you already had the appointment, so I can do this. I'm like, let me talk to Chase. And she's like, okay, here you go. Okay, take me off speaker. Okay, no, you didn't. Take me off motherfucking speaker right now. And he's like, I did. I'm like, you still didn't, you motherfucker. Like, what the hell are you doing? I'm like, I'll talk to you again.
Yeah.
Like, I just couldn't.
Like,
I just can't.
I can't speak freely now.
No, because you can hear my mom in the background laughing, and I'm just like, goodbye. Click.
Goodbye. You know, girl, like, you just need to just be in this moment. Be angry, be angsty, feel it, validate it.
So annoying, like, the audacity of people. Like, I'm sorry I have to reschedule your motherfucking appointment because my child has been sick.
Some clients, man.
Sorry. Like, other people are like, oh, yeah, no problem. I need it ASAP. Well, that sucks for you. I'll give you a different number so you can get it fucking ASAP because I only work 2 fucking days a week.
But no, I really want you to do it.
I don't want you as a client.
It's hard being in that position, firing a client, because you don't know how to address it almost, right? You need to go about it like you're walking on eggshells, but like, sometimes after there's a certain point, because I've had clients where I've fired them before too, like that Lori.
I swear to God, I fired her right before COVID, and then all of a sudden she's just back, and I'm like, God,
she's like popping up like spring daisies, like, oh, I'm back.
Or like, I'm like, I had Caroline, and I'm like, okay, like, you know, like, I'm fine with the clients here and there. I'm like, I understand, like, I'm literally only working 2 days a week, like, it's a very tight schedule, and I can't get the time that you want, right? Totally fine. I'm like, that'd be nice for me, you know, like, because I need to take care of my child, apparently. And then I'm over here like, oh, she hasn't came back. And all of a sudden, out of the fucking blue, she just shows up. And I'm like, God.
Well, and it's even more difficult when you recommend someone. Yeah, she became dormant and came back.
Yeah, she became fucking dormant. And I'm like, oh, okay.
She's a goddamn venereal disease.
Yeah, I'm like,
it's really unfortunate her name's not Karen.
I know. Oh, my God.
You remember my client who actually was named Karen, who
I
had to ban from the Supercuts. Yeah, she was a raging bigot, and that one was straight up like, you need to leave. And she's like, I'm going to report you to corporate. Cool. I want to speak to the manager. That's me now. Sorry, Karen. You can't be coming into the salon and talking to my black clients. Like, you're in the 1950s. Like, you can don't let the door hit you on the way out. Or please do. Maybe it'll fucking...
She was crazy.
Yeah. No. So I feel for you.
She, like, literally, she's the kind that makes me want to move out of state. Just, like, have the conversation, like, oh, I'm moving out of state, I can't do eyelashes anymore.
Well, it's kind of like that client Lori, who I know she doesn't listen to our show because we're incredibly crass and inappropriate, if you guys
You're
haven't
welcome.
noticed.
Yeah, we swear like sailors. Don't let your kids listen.
She's the client that Corey gave me when she retired, and she is an extremely religious person, and it's been a long time since I've been around like hardcore shove it with a stick down your throat kind of Christian, you know what I mean? And you know what, like, she seems nice enough in the beginning, like the first appointment. Super short hair with layers this long, and it's basically like a
Corey's neighbor?
Yeah, a fucking mullet, basically, like this haircut.
Baron listens to this.
Oh, the haircut,
and, like,
man.
She loves Baron.
Really? Because she told me that she thought Corey was going to hell. But I think she thinks we're all gonna burn. And she literally thinks that the second coming is happening like in 2 years. So she's like a doomsday prepper
was that
too.
2 years ago?
Yeah, but no,
it
like,
sure feels like it.
When I got hired on with my daytime job, she hit me up a couple weeks later and she's like, I'm just so desperate for your trim. And she's so fucking anal. Like every single hair. She'll like measure it, right?
Yeah.
And she'll be like, oh, I just need to come in for a trim. Sorry, I'm not doing hair anymore. Oh my God, I will buy you a gift and come to your house. No, I don't want you to know where I live. I apologize.
You're obviously, like, I don't do hair at my house.
Yeah, obviously I said that with a little more tact, but I was like, no, I'm not accepting clients I'm not familiar with inside my house. Well, I heard that you podcast in your basement. Don't you have strangers? I am not doing your hair. If I decide to do it in the future, I will contact you. And then I block
that's a different thing, though. When we podcast, there is uno and
yeah, there's
dos.
another person with me.
Then, third person.
Yeah.
Here. Like,
but I also had to take down my, like, scheduling app, too, because she would go in there, like, after I fired her as a client and still schedule appointments. I'm like, I will not be here on this date. You are going to show up to an empty salon. What's hard to understand about that? I don't know, but I feel for you, girl.
Yeah, I'm just fucking... Maybe I'll show up at your hair appointment tomorrow. Because I don't feel like hanging out with my sister, and if she listens to this, then on you, because I'm pissed.
Hey, it's okay. We all feel that way some days. And then there's, I'm sure she feels the same way. I mean, we all do. We all have those moments where it's just like, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to be invalidated. I just want to be upset and feel this for a moment.
I know. Just be like, oh, that sucks.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It does.
I'm sorry you're going through this.
Yeah, it fucking sucks. I know. I don't want to hear your opinion on it. I just want to say that sucks. I know. Thank you. And I'm over it. But no, you just made my anger go from here to fucking roof because you had to open your stupid mouth and say stupid shit.
Gas pedal. Full throttle.
And now I'm just pissed. And you know what? I was going to be like, hey, let's hang out today. Nope. Don't want to go anywhere with you tomorrow.
I changed my mind.
Peace out, loser. Just kidding.
Well, my appointment's at 4 p.m. tomorrow, so if you'd like to join us, you can.
4 p.m.?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's where you have to work, huh?
Yep.
Maybe I will.
Yep. All that being said, this is Hard Talks with a Blonde and a Hippie. I'm your trippy hippie, Alicia, jumping on the mic from good old Utah. Joined with my co-host.
You're not blonde.
Sarah. Woo! Yo, so I'm sure that me being late didn't add to this.
No, that actually kind of helped because then I could just sit there and just like watch Facebook and not kind of reel in it.
Fume for a moment. Yeah. Kind of exit your brain for a moment.
Well, actually, I saw this. They're called We Are Dan and Sam.
Mm-hmm. We Are Dan
Make
and
sure
Sam.
I got that right. That'd be awkward.
We Are Dan and Sam.
Is it Dan? Yeah, We Are Dan and Sam. Oh, way too many buttons.
I was even at the stoplight stuck in traffic. Like, literally, 12th Street is the longest stretch of my drive. Well, just because of the fucking traffic.
That, and then, like, there's construction on, like, Washington now, so a lot of it's being redirected. Well, yeah, so it is Dan and Sam really quick. And she does, like, surrogacy, so that was cool.
Oh, that is cool. Mm-hmm. See, you were meant to have that moment to yourself. Little clarifying moment. But I literally was like singing a song to myself because like I'm getting anxious. I'm like, fuck, like, You know, I'll get there when I get there. This light's gonna turn green. It's gonna turn green. It's gonna turn green. Sarah's gonna be mean cause she pissed at me. I just wanna pull out my fucking hair, but I'll get there when I get there. That was the song, and then even Elliot in the background's like,
I could just hear he's like, yeah, mom, get it. Get it, mom.
He's just dropping a bass, like, bonk, bonk, bonk. But we did. We're here and we're thriving, and I hope you guys have had a ridiculously amazing day. You know, and if you have had a difficult day, rage about it for a second. Allow yourself that space. You've earned it.
Just don't talk to people that, like, I even kind of knew at the moment I said something that she would say the wrong answer.
Yeah.
And then I was like, my mom called, and I was like, yeah, no, said something to her too. And then I'm like, I'm a idiot. So, you know, it's technically my fault for saying that to the two people I know who I knew what their answers would be before I said it. So then I was like, shit.
Isn't it interesting though, right? Like, especially in adulthood, it's like, okay, I may have a lot of air quote friends, but how many of these friends can I seriously go to and like be 100% honest with, like at my ugliest, nastiest, you know, with like my alcoholism or, you know, your angriest Sarah self, which is a rarity, I might say. But it's kind of sad that there's so few very people that you can really turn to and just be like, look, I don't want a judgment. I don't want an opinion. I just need you to fucking listen, okay?
That sucks.
Yeah.
That's all I want.
And be on my side. I don't give a fuck if I'm wrong. Just say, yes, you're right.
I get it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'm sorry you're going through this. How can I be there for you?
Fucking validate me for 5 seconds.
Yes.
Like, don't, like, if Caroline wasn't sick, I would go in for that one fucking appointment because I wouldn't have had any issues. Like, hello, I wouldn't have people breathing down my neck. Well, you probably should do really dumb because she doesn't feel very good. Look at her. She just wants her mama. Okay, you're gonna make me feel like shit for that. Then no, I'm gonna fucking cancel my appointment. But then I cancel it and be like, well, it's just one appointment.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like you can't do anything right is what it feels like, is what they make you feel like.
And then you say that and then they're like, why, honey, I wasn't saying that.
Or you get a guilt trip.
I hate it when she goes, Sarah. I'm like, I fucking hate my name when you go, Sarah.
Sarah Elizabeth.
Honestly, though, Mom, she doesn't listen to it, thank gosh. I think my cousin does, and I see you, so yeah, I get it.
My family just gets defensive. Like, they can't
I get
take accountability of, like, oh, you made me feel this way. This is my experience. They're trying to be in, like, oh, I don't do that. I don't ever do that. I just told you you did. So it's coming from somewhere, right?
Oh, I just get pissed, and I'm like, okay, I don't want to talk to you then. I don't.
Silent.
My brother said that. He's like, we can't talk to Sarah because if she just doesn't like something you're saying, she'll just stop talking to you. Damn straight I will. I don't want to hear what you have to say. So
cut it out.
Talk to you in 3 years, brother. Peace out.
Much love. Love. Oh, God. Well, you know what? That kind of brings me back to...
maybe I'm not a dolphin.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're fucking... Actually, dolphins are... They are, like...
Brilliant.
No, they're fucking assholes. This is kind of like...
Did you know that dolphins, like, actually have sex for pleasure?
And they, like, will hold the females down. And, like, literally, yeah, like, a couple of them.
Why is that such a commonality in, like,
I don't know. Yeah.
Sexual encounters? It's just rape.
Yeah.
Oh. I still think the worst would be a cat. But leading into that, okay
yeah.
I think
Did you take that test?
And talking about what test?
Test I sent you.
Oh, no.
Well,
but
I want to retake it so we can retake it for you too.
Yes, we'll be quick about it. But leading into that, before we take this spirit animal quiz, because I got spiraling down this rabbit hole about this, and I was telling Sarah about it. And without getting into the meat of it, right? Like, the last night I drank, that was my low, that I was like, okay, we need to get sober. I'm over at my uncle's house, who's out of town with my cousin.
With their damn fish.
Yep. And lots of drinking that evening. I was in no position to drive or go anywhere, but that's a story for another time.
That's a whole other
Anyways,
episode.
I go to leave, and there are like 60 live fish just sitting on my uncle's counter. And my cousin goes like, why'd you bring all these Petsco fish to Dave's? And I'm like,
Petsco?
I did not bring any fish. And he's like, well, these weren't here when you got here. I'm like, yeah, no shit. Like, now you know why I'm like, where did these come from, right?
Petsco?
And so we're trying to figure out where these magical fish came from. And I was like, well, I gotta go. But, like, we couldn't get a hold of my uncle, and we didn't know when he was going to come back home. So I was like, I don't want to leave the fish in the bags. Like, they're going to die. They need oxygen, you know? And so I'm like, okay, the least I could do is, like, put them in a bowl. And then I do. Took 3 bowls to fit all these fish. And then my cousin's like, well, we don't have any food for them. They're going to eat each other. I don't know if that's an actual thing.
Now.
What do they do? Like, once they die, if they're in the bowl long enough, like, do you think that they...
Goldfish are dumb, though.
I don't know if they're as dumb as we think. Anyways, he comes up with the bright, drunken idea of, well, maybe we will save them by dumping them into the river that lives next to my uncle's house.
The river that lives next to your uncle's house, okay.
Yes, and in that drunken haze, I'm like, that is such a good idea. It's better than them starving to death and becoming cannibal fish, right? And so...
in a nice, safe environment in a bowl.
Yeah, it was very innocent. A very innocent thing. You know, I was trying to do the right thing. But we dumped the fish. It's quite a drop. And for one, I didn't know that is really, really illegal. You're not supposed to, like, contaminate... Anyways.
No, you're not.
So really illegal. So I shouldn't even be retelling the story, but whatever. And 2... most of them died.
Well, I was going to say they're probably all dead now.
Most of them died from impact. And so I was like, well, fuck, what was the point of doing that, right? And so...
the water's pretty cold, so that probably killed them too.
Yeah, as we're walking out, my cousin finally returns my other cousin's phone call. And she's like, oh, I know exactly what they're for. The rabbi dropped them off. It's for Rosh Hashanah, which is a Jewish holiday. And basically, the tradition of this holiday is you're supposed to take fish and release them into, like, a stream or river or running body of water. And it's supposed to, like, symbolize letting go of the old and beckoning the new, etc. And when I hear that, I am just like, oh my God, I am a horrible person. And you know me, when I am too drunk, I get belligerent and I get emotional. And so I was just like, oh my God, I feel like ass because of it. So long story short, on day 12 now of sobriety. And that was a big, a big reason why. I mean, shit came to follow that evening because I just got myself into more and more trouble. But then it got me thinking, right? I was like, oh God, what it would be like to be a goldfish. Think of those goldfish's last moments. Like, say they are smart. Say they are smart though, and like, I murdered them.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
It's Elliot.
Okay, there was just a big boom. Anyways, so it got me on this kick. I was like, I'd really hate to be a goldfish. Like, maybe, like, to be blissfully unaware, if they are as dumb as everyone says, that would be convenient. Mm-hmm. But if not, fuck me. I'm absolutely going to hell if we're not there already. So...
oh, you are.
Then I told Sarah, if I am, you are too.
we got our assigned seats already.
I'm convinced we're already in hell. We're in hell.
There's a show about that. The Good Place with Kirsten Bell in it.
Is it like this reality though? I thought it was after death. Like
it's after death, but then it's like, spoiler alert, they're not in hell and they're not in heaven. It's just like a thing that they were like, oh, let's try this new thing because she's like, what, the fork?
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah, they can't
to
swear.
Be here. She's like, I'm supposed to be in hell, and it was like, you're not in hell or in heaven. You're just in this like we're trying to something new.
What is it called?
The Good Place.
It's no, I mean, so there's limbo, but it's purgatory. I kept wanting to call it Portugal, and I'm like, I know that's not.
Wow.
But it got me curious, right? Like, I'm not gonna be a fucking goldfish. I would like to be an octopus, I think. You know, they have 3 hearts, 9 brains, and blue blood. And they're brilliant.
So, Chase, I actually
have
do
to
like,
be with 9 brains.
There's this YouTube channel you have to check out. Just this one episode, though, because we just were watching it. It's called Young Bloods. He's in Australia. I actually will watch, like, there's like 3 YouTube shows that I will watch.
One?
No.
Young Blood?
Blue Bloods.
Oh, that's what
So he's called Young Bloods, and he's in Australia. There's 3 people that I will watch on YouTube. It is Young Bloods, Ye Doggies, and the Outdoor Boys. Those are the 3 that I will only watch. The Ye Doggies and Young Bloods are both in.
Ye Doggies!
He goes, hey doggies, how's it going? Oh, his like little Australian accent, I can't do it. But he's actually, I really like him. He's pretty cool.
Do it again.
No, it's just a one. You have it on video. You're fine. So, anyways, they were this new video that Brody, and he has his dog. His dog's name is Strata. In it, yeah.
You know, Strata. I know some Brodies, but Brody does sound like an Australian man name.
Yeah, and he's just so funny. Like, he's just like.
Does he have a beard?
No. He's just like, he's never wearing a shirt. And he's like, hey, Strata, let's go. And it's just like his dog is just living like her best fucking life, right? So, anyways, him and his girlfriend were out. And they caught these squid. And he's like, you gotta devein it. Or like, get its spine out. And this fucking thing looked like a goddamn clear feather.
Its spine? You
yeah.
have to de-spine. I didn't know squids even had spines.
It is like, I'll have to send you the video.
That literally
but like,
gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, it's just this type of squid though.
No.
And he's like, here's the ink bag, and he explodes it on himself. And he's like, make you watch out for that. But like, he takes it out, and it literally is this like clear ass looking feather. I'm like, what?
When you said he took out the ink bag, I just imagined like
the
nasty ass like bukkake. You know what I mean? Like
I also knew that video. It actually pretty cool.
I don't think I want to see it.
No, I mean you have to hear his accent. Like he has like this like little like he has his own little like shop and stuff, and then I can't remember what the other guy's name is, but. Makey and Matt. Because his girlfriend's name is Makey, and she has her own YouTube channel. I'll watch hers too.
Makey or Mickey?
Makey, so it's Maki.
She's from
that.
Is she a Kiwi?
No, I think she's
a New Zealander.
No, I think she's like Thailander or something. And then like he was over there too, and then
she's a Thailander.
Yeah, like he was over there and he got stuck over COVID, so he couldn't fly home because he didn't have the money to fly home. And then he's like met her, and he's like, "Want to come back with me?" And she's like, "Yeah, for sure." And so then it's just kind of like that. And then Brody, it's just I do like Brody.
A COVID love story.
It is. I'm like, babe. I'm like, Young Blood is on. Let's watch it. Like literally, and then him and then the Outdoor Boys because it is so damn cute. It's this guy. And his wife kind of goes with him, and then he has 3 little boys. And he'll take his little boys with him camping, and it's the cute. Like
so it's like a nature.
That one is like he watches other ones, but like I'm only interested in those ones.
Mm-hmm.
I really like that.
That's interesting.
Boys.
Like you've been talking about a bunch of Australian things.
Chase wants to move to Australia. Like that is his goal in life. Is to move to Australia. But I'm like, shall we visit?
Australia is a trip because it's so far like on the other side of the equator from where we are that it's winter right now.
Yeah, that's what they talk about. He's like, it's winter, and Chase is like, what?
And
it was like December
seasons,
or like they're in summer, and he's like, it's December here, and it's like 80 degrees, and we're all like, the fuck?
I really like that accent that you did.
I can't do an Australian accent, but now fun would be to like move to Australia with Caroline's like young and her like cute little accent. Like we'll have Americanized ones, and she'll be this little Australian and be like, what the hell? Be like, g'day mate. We moved to Australia when she was like 2, mate. And they'd be like, what? Be like, yeah. She has the very Australianized accent.
I wonder like how ahead of time or behind time they are from us. What time is it in Australia? What time is it in Sydney right now?
What time is it in Sydney, Australia?
In Sydney, Australia, it's 11:38 a.m.
Tomorrow. So what's today?
What time is it right now? Here.
6:38.
Wow.
So they're 17 hours ahead.
Wow.
So what day is it? It's Thursday. So it's Friday. It's Friday afternoon for them.
Friday.
Oh my god.
It's
so
Friday.
If I lived there and you called me, you'd be like, how is tomorrow? And I'd be like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? That's a big that's like a black widow. Get motherfucker, get the Squish her! Squish her! Oh my god, there was a you missed it! Get it!
I got it! Oh my god!
Until next week, peeps, I'm done for today. I can't do any more than that. My god.
I don't like it!
Until next time. See, we will be seeing you next week. And goodbye.
Oh my god. That was terrifying. Oh.
Dude, I'm like, I'm glad you looked over. I got the chills.
Okay.
God, I hate motherfucking spiders.
I would not be a spider. I would die every day 1,000,000 times over. I would kill myself if I was a spider.
Did I ever send you that thing where it's like, where it was like about, I don't even want to sit on this chair. It was about wolf spiders, and they're like, I'm a friend, I don't try to bite you.
I don't give a fuck what kind of spider you are.
And it's like, this guy's like holding it. I'm like, I don't want to touch no motherfucking wolf spider. So I hope these people are gonna be like, yeah, okay, let's just talk about Australian accent. And you'd be like, whoa, turn the mic down.
I'm the hippie, and I save roly-polies and
roly-polies,
grasshoppers, and all the bugs except for fucking spiders.
Everybody saves roly-polies and grasshoppers.
Well,
it's a thing.
You know, hey,
it's a thing. Okay. Let's just hurry and get this shit done.
Hurry, and we're gonna take this test.
We got like 15 minutes, dude, because that's all my heart can handle at this point, being down here.
Happy Halloween.
God damn, that looked like a black motherfucking widow, too.
Oh my god, I know, dude.
My heart hurts.
That was scary. That was intense. Okay, so ideally, as you're pulling that test up, I used to think I wanted to be a jellyfish also, because it's like, you don't have a heart and organs or anything, and it's just like...
You can ink at your people. Like, oh,
that's a squid.
Have you seen Kitty?
She's upstairs.
Oh.
Run.
That's like a TikTok. Run.
She's down here.
And he's like, I haven't seen her for a while, and she's right there on the chair.
Yeah,
where the fuck... The hell, cat? You're down here and you can't catch one?
It's a secret. No, she's useless. She doesn't attack bugs.
Yeah, that's how freaking Marvin is. 4 fucking flies. I'm like, and he just chatters at me. He's like,
oh my god. Okay.
Okay, really fast. Alright, so this one is on mindbodygreen.com. You can take a test or you can like read about it or whatever. Oh, is he laughing? Okay. So how would your ideal day begin? Grabbing breakfast with friends? Leading a yoga class, making art, cuddling up with a good book, taking a class to learn a new skill, finding a quiet spot to journal and reflect, walking outside in the woods with a loved one, or heading to a group sound bath.
Ooh, that sounds nice, but it's not an everyday thing. I think journaling would be for me, because that's what I do every day.
Yes, you do. What is your favorite place to escape in nature? The beach, a lake, anywhere I haven't been before, a field of flowers, the ocean, the forest, the jungle, or a grassy meadow.
What if I have multiple answers?
You just got one. What's like your go-to?
Well, go-to would be like the lake, because that's close.
All right. When do you feel most fulfilled? When I am free to explore and chart my own path. When
After
I'm meeting
orgasm.
Yeah, that's not on there. When I'm meeting interesting new people. When I'm learning something new. When I'm having fun with my friends. When I'm helping others achieve their goals. When I'm fully in touch with all my emotions. When I have time and space to be creative. When I'm taking care of the people I love.
When I'm taking care of the people I love.
How would your friends describe you? Playful and fun, the leader of the pack, eternally curious, deeply spiritual and emotional, strong but sensitive, full of surprises, sympathetic and understanding, wise beyond their years.
I don't know. What would you say?
Deeply spiritually emotional.
I'm a little neurotic.
Yeah. What's your favorite food? Pizza, pasta, a poke bowl.
Pasta. You don't even have to continue.
What's your favorite color? Yellow, dark green, black, emerald, orange, purple, turquoise, red.
Yellow. Like the sunset.
What is your zodiac sun sign? Taurus?
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 A sun sign.
Is it? It's like Taurus or Libra.
That threw me off, yeah.
I know, so I was like, ugh, I was really nervous for a second. Okay, what type of book would you most likely pick? What type of book would you be most likely to pick up off the shelf? A guide to forest bathing? A political commentary?
Definitely not that one.
A memoir, a spiritual classic, a collection of poetry, a primer on flower arranging, an influential book about business, a novel that everyone's been talking about.
What am I, a 65-year-old gardening woman?
I know, right? It was weird.
What was the first one again?
A guide to forest bathing.
Sure.
Okay, a memoir, a spiritual classic, collection of poetry.
A spiritual classic. Let's go.
Or an influential book about business.
No.
Okay. We'll just do a spiritual classic. That's where it got me too.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it was weird.
These are like handbooks. They're not books.
I know, this is like a weird... This one was pretty good because it was like pretty in-depth and you can like read about it. The animals. Where in the world do you most want to visit? The Peruvian Amazon, Tokyo, the Great Barrier Reef, the Swiss Alps, the Galapagos...
The Galapagos
Island, South Africa, Bali, or the Redwoods.
All those are shitty options. I mean, obviously not, but definitely not Tokyo. Definitely not. I mean, maybe the Great Barrier Reef.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are a bear. The bear is one of the most powerful animals in the spirit guide realm. You are very intuitive and likely feel a deep connection to the earth and the outdoors.
My brother bear!
That is definitely have to be you. I gotta retake it because there was a couple on mine that I was like, whatever.
Okay, I want to ask you.
Okay, ask me the questions.
Okay, how would you begin your day? Taking a class to learn a new skill, grabbing breakfast with friends, walking outside in the woods with a loved one, leading a yoga class. Oh God, that sounds horrible.
Right?
Cuddling up with a good book, heading to a group sound bath, finding a quiet spot to journal and reflect, or making art. Macrame.
What do you think?
Probably grabbing breakfast with your friends or walking outside with a loved one. Or cuddling up with a porn book.
Probably the book.
Okay. What is your favorite place to escape in nature? The beach, a lake, a grassy meadow. That sounds nice. The ocean. Isn't the beach and the ocean the same?
Yeah, right.
Okay, a field of flowers, the forest, anywhere I haven't been before, or the jungle.
What was the
The beach, a lake, a grassy meadow, a field of flowers, the forest, anywhere.
What else thing? Like, wouldn't it be like a grassy meadow and like a meadow be the same?
I imagine like a grassy lake.
A grassy meadow?
Yeah.
We'll do that.
Sounds peaceful.
Yeah, I like that one.
There's no sparkling vampires there though, so I hate to bust
No,
your
it's
bubble.
okay. I wanted the wolf anyways.
When do you feel most fulfilled? When I am helping others achieve their goals, when I have time and space to be creative, when I'm meeting interesting new people, when I am taking care of the people I love, when I'm learning something new, when I'm fully in touch with all of my emotions. That sounds nice. When I'm having fun with my friends, when I'm free to explore and chart my own path.
When I'm having fun with my friends. You know what? Taking this test, having someone else read it to you, you kind of like...
I know you feel a little...
I feel like things crawling on me now.
I don't like it. Anyways.
My feet are up.
How would your friends describe you? Playful and fun, the leader of the pack, deeply spiritual and emotional, strong but sensitive. I think that's one. Wise beyond their years, eternally curious, full of surprises. That's a good one. Sympathetic and understanding.
What am I?
Strong but sensitive.
I like that.
It's like you're gushy inside.
I am.
What's your favorite food? A hearty salad. Hamburger.
I know that's on there. Hamburger.
Ew.
Don't even have to read them.
Oh. An ethically sourced burger. That's what it said. What's your favorite color? Turquoise.
Boom!
And you're a Taurus. What type of book would you most likely pick up off the shelf?
None of those.
A novel that everyone's been talking about.
Yeah,
is that the closest one to your...
Yeah.
And then where would you want to visit? the Amazon, the Great Barrier Reef, the Swiss Alps, the Galapagos Islands, Tokyo, South Africa, the Redwoods, and
The
Bali.
Redwoods.
You've never been there before?
You're
still a dolphin!
Oh my god, I'm just meant to be a dolphin, you bitches.
The dolphin spirit guide represents soft and playful wisdom.
That's awesome. I took it twice, and my answers were different both times, and I still ended up being the dolphin.
You're just a fucking
So
dolphin.
I'm a fucking dolphin.
You're a spiritual soul who spreads your messes in a fun and lighthearted manner.
I like that. You know what? We were in California for
good.
Disneyland, and we were looking there, and she's like, "What's that?" I'm like, "It's a fucking dolphin." We've seen dolphins off the pier in Huntington Beach. That's funny. I took that test twice. Both times are different answers.
You're definitely a dolphin.
And I'm a dolphin.
You know what? And like I heard that dolphins mate too. So
For life,
like
yeah.
Maybe that is a perfect.
I mean,
little
there's like,
tip
you
for
know,
you.
there's multiple types of dolphins.
It's a good one.
Just, let's be honest.
This
Okay.
is really fucking good for Sarah.
I mean, like dolphins, like every animal has their quirks.
I'm just really grateful I'm not like a fucking porcupine or a goddamn goldfish. I
I
feel
just
really
like
bad. And you know what? Like, no offense to any of our, Jewish listeners. Like, I really didn't mean to shit on that holiday. It's still wearing on my soul. I forever will.
But the thing is, though, is
feel
you
bad.
said, like, he said to let him free without you knowing to let him free.
You're not supposed to kill them.
Well, I know.
I
But
didn't mean to, okay? So you guys understand a little bit more. There's a little more context to why she's sober today. Bad choices.
Is that why you're
Bad,
drinking a
bad.
whole thing of pure leaf tea?
Yes, and I drank a whole bottle of Starbucks cold brew coffee today. I need something
Different
with
vibes.
stimulants still, and I figure this is better than drinking 5 Coca-Colas in a day.
I like it.
I'm very energized.
I like it, and I'm very nervous that it's fire.
I know.
Crawl on my fucking face.
I know. Yeah, so all that being said, like,
I'm over it.
whatever. You guys should, like, take a
Take
spirit
that one. That
animal
was pretty
test.
cool. I mean,
Where'd you find that one?
I took it twice. I just looked it up online, and I was like, well, I seen the one that you did. I'm like, that was kind of lame.
I keep reaching for that, and it's dead. It's never gonna not be
No,
dead
it's not.
unless you charge it, Alicia. See?
So it's mindbodygreen.com. Spirit animal, what can you learn from the animal kingdom, and 18 guides. So there's like discovering your animal quiz, common spirit animals. So it's cool. Like there's techniques
know what the.
for discovering.
I want to know what the animals are.
The term spirit animal descends from Native American spirituality.
Spirituality.
And it is important not to divorce it from its history. Many indigenous people request that non-indigenous folks do not replicate their traditional animal imagery from totem poles and pictographics out of respect for their culture. Instead, to engage with the spiritual meaning of the animals in a way that is true to you. Take the time to investigate what different animals represent in your culture. So that's like 1, like learn about the animal connections in your own lineage. 2, pay attention to your dreams. Think about the past connections to certain animals. I've never been to, like, have connections with dolphins, but here we are.
Swam with dolphins.
Journal about the animals that you feel drawn to. I've never done that either. Take a quiz.
I've never really thought about any animals I've been drawn to, but I have dreamt about bears before. I feel honored to have gotten that. Like, I am the motherfucking mama bear. And not just to my babies, but to my peoples. I will go mama bear on someone's ass for you any day, bitch.
I know you will.
Mm-hmm.
And then...
You want me to do it for that client?
God, I need
I will. Hey, Karen.
Honestly.
I will fuck you up. You're fired!
I'm trying. Corey.
Maybe I'll practice my Australian accent on her. Hey, I can't even try.
Listen, I know it's hard. Listen to
I'm
the
gonna
Alpha Blokes
I'm gonna sick my
podcast.
dingo dog on you.
It is so funny because on the Alpha Blokes podcast, check out there from Australia, they have callers that like they'll like play back, and some of these people literally sound like they're from freaking Tasmania, and he's like, "Hello, mate, how's it going?" And they're like, "The fuck is he doing?"
What people
Here, should I pull him up really
from
fast?
Tasmania even sound like?
Like, yeah, his was like high pitched and like.
Is Tasmania close to Australia?
I
think I'm thinking of Madagascar.
Yeah, isn't Tasmania part of Australia?
I have no idea.
Like a
It has been a decade
county?
officially since we have taken any sort of geography class.
So I seen this TikTok where she's like, we have to fly. I thought Alaska was its own little island for the longest time.
You can drive there.
Yeah, I figured that out. My mom kept saying, Grandpa would drive to Alaska. I'm like, how the fuck is he driving to Alaska?
I keep thinking this
God,
dot
dude,
is like, I'm like...
touching stuff. Like, I don't know. Okay.
My erector pili is my goosebumps still have yet to go away.
Well, that's gross. Here, let's just do this one.
Anyway, I got that. And when I asked for, I said, yeah, I'll just get that garlic bread and a Coke. And they said, yeah, we haven't got any Coke, so Pepsi will do, eh? And I went, is Pepsi Coke? And
Coke?
like, no. I said, well, I don't want it. Like, what the fuck makes you think that because there's not Coke, I want Pepsi? It's a fucking completely different drink. To me, anyway.
Yeah.
Like, I know they're both based on sort of.
That's like KFC never has Coke. That's always
KFC.
Yeah.
It's like who has that dealer or whatever they distributor.
It's the McDonald's that gets
fair
me.
enough if you're a Pepsi, but don't just like pretty much give me a Pepsi when I ask for Coke.
Yeah.
It's
Coke.
like me going through the drive-through at Macca's. Hey mate, can I get a McChicken? And them going, no McChickens, here's a fucking fillet fish. Is that okay with you? And no, it's McShit.
It's mixed.
It is mixed shit.
You know what I mean? It's like that to me. It's like, don't just fucking give me a Pepsi. So I remember Canada. They did the same
Canada.
thing.
Wow. Wow, that is gold right there. But you know what? Like, even if I get a Coke from, because you know the machines where it has all the different flavors and you can pick and choose, it doesn't taste the same. Yeah, it doesn't taste. Yeah. Like it, fucking, and I'm like, all these different flavors are being spouted out of the same spigot. So how do you expect it to taste genuine? I want the genuine, authentic fucking flavor. Okay.
What?
So if I get a Coke,
got like Fanta and Barks and water
and your goddamn
and
high C fruit punch,
Yeah.
bitch, I don't want. Don't be mixing that in with my Coca-Cola. I won't accept a too sweet or non-authentic tasting flavor Coca-Cola. I'm a Coke snob.
You know who has really good Coke?
Most McDonald's do still.
But the Chevron by my grandma's house. On Skyline.
And you guys know, like, it's like when you take a sip, it's like that's
Maverick. I thought
refreshing.
Maverick had good Coke. Nay. Even my uncle, he like their Diet Coke fiends, right? And he always has a little Chevron Coke. He's like, I don't go to Maverick anymore. I get my Coke from the Chevron.
Cola is my soda of choice, but you know, like I said,
that's pretty good.
Can't be another sober statistic and get really fat. So.
I might pee my pants. I have anxiety.
Well, folks, that's it for today. I hope you had.
Sorry for like yelling at you for that. That's gonna be a funny playback. Like that's gonna have to be like we're gonna have to
its own little
title
clip.
that like in its own clip of like it's Spider.
That'll be the preview for
it's
episode
a Spider
83.
mate.
It's a Spider mate. Oh, we're good. That's the title. You
it's
named
a Spider
it.
mate.
It's a spider.
Finally, I contributed something.
Spirit animal, not the
Nay,
spider.
It's a spider mate. A spider mate. That's how you have to say it. The spider.
What is the point of the spider?
I don't know. Some spiders.
Except to create chaos.
Did you? I heard somewhere one time that daddy longlegs are the most poisonous spiders.
They are.
And their bodies are like fucking like.
And the reason nobody worries about them is because their little mouthies are too small to bite. But yeah, they're poisonous as fuck. Which is an interesting factoid. But yeah, no, if we could just eradicate those 8 long-legged beasties,
they have to have a reason. They have to have a reason.
Everyone's like, they kill the mosquitoes, but there's a billion and a quadrillion of them anyways.
I just don't want them near me. I don't want to touch them. I don't want to look at them. I don't want to.
My aunt used to, there was her friend, she named it and everything. Like, she even spoke to it. It's like, if you mind your business, I'll mind my business, and we won't bother each other, right? And so, like, he just had his little corner in her windowsill for like 2 years, and then he died. They live a long time if you let them.
There's actually this other Facebook video out there, and I will watch it, and it's about this little jumping spider.
No, those are the worst.
She's like
getting goosebumps
fuzzy,
all over
and she's
again.
actually really cute. Her name's Rose. And this chick, she's like, I'm holding her, and she just like she is full of attitude. This little spider. And it is actually really cute, but it still gives me the heebie-jeebies.
What is that saying that everyone's like, what's normal to the spider is chaos to the fly? Yeah.
But then it's like that old lady who swallowed a fly, so she sent a spider to catch it, but then they didn't catch it. Then she sent a cat to catch it, but then they didn't catch it. Then she sent a dog to catch the cat, to catch the spider, to catch the fly. And so she sent what was it?
There's a cow at one point.
Yeah, then it was like the dog, and then she sent something bigger to catch the dog, to catch the cat.
Maybe
catch
that's
the
where
spider,
that
to catch the fly.
came from, like, oh, she's as big as a cow. You know, that
I don't
saying.
know.
That's a cow right
And
there.
now she's like, then she swallowed, and maybe it was like she like, I don't know what else would be bigger than a dog, like a pig.
I don't know. You
think it
guys
was a
tell
pig, yeah.
us. And
I know there's a reason for them, because I know there's a reason for wasps too. They eat the bugs that kill the trees. So
I think they're pointless.
But
Fight me on it.
they eat bugs that kill trees.
You know, some people are absolutely terrified of, like, snakes. I can handle fucking snakes. What I cannot handle is, you know, pet spiders. I don't understand it. I don't understand
I can't
it.
say the goddamn word tarantula.
You can't say a lot of things.
I cannot. After that spider incident of that fucking Black Widow, mama is done.
Well,
My
you
feet
guys,
wanna
if
go
you
touch
enjoyed today's episode, go ahead and leave us a review on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. We will be back next week for a spooky Halloween themed episode. I'm very excited. If you want to give us a follow on Instagram and Facebook, you can do so at Hard Talks with BNH, and we're on Twitter at Hard Talks with B1. Do something that really, like, makes you laugh this weekend, okay? Thoroughly enjoy yourself.
I'm gonna have to after this.
Laugh at us. Yeah, that was ridiculous. But anyways,
No,
you guys.
So I want a clip of that. I want a clip of that.
I don't.
I don't know.
I'm scared to see it. My scream, I straight up was like, "Wah!" I'm pretty sure I sound like a dying bird or something.
Dude, I'm like,
My neighbor next door is probably like, do I send for help?
I probably was like screaming like, I'm like,
we're a scream open. Get that anger out, motherfucker. Oh my god. I love you.
Love you.
I'm happy. This was a good episode.
That helped. Thank you, Spider, for your life.
You feel better?
I do.
Okay, good.
Hopefully my mom's probably home.
Yes. All right. Till next time, you guys. Bye.
Bye. We really should record an outro. And an intro. Like,
so it can just clip in.
Yeah, so that way, if like, because sometimes we forget to do like speaking of, like, we are into that podcast.
Yeah, today was,
And then we, like, obviously we're at episode, what?